Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, real quick, I want to talk to you guys about, of course, Xscape. Yesterday, I gave you guys a recap of Tasha Scott's interview with Ricky Smiley's morning show that included Gary with the T, as well as Debrat. Debrat definitely was grilling down on Miss Girl and calling out some things that she witnessed on her own, and it seems like Latasha really could not take it. Well, shortly after that audio dropped, and understand the audio that Ricky Smiley dropped was roughly about 9 minutes long, okay? Later on, I did learn that the video could have been about 17 minutes, or at least the entire interview could have been about 17 minutes. I believe some things happened off air, and there was a video that had been circulating, okay? Primarily, somebody hopped in my comments to let me know about it, okay? So your girl did some search, she found it, and I actually want to share it with you guys. We're going to watch it together because you know that's what we like to do over here. Now, keep in mind, when you hear this audio, you will hear Ricky Smiley's voice and everybody on his end being very low. I'm not sure how the audio was really captured. It sounds like we were hearing it from somebody's headphones that could have been turned up pretty loud. But what I did was I went in and I tried to amplify the sound just a bit. So the volume may be like this. We shall see. But hopefully you guys will be able to hear clearly and understand everything that's being asked and everything that is being said. If I need to pause as need be, to let you guys know what's being asked by Ricky Smiley and his team, we will do so, okay? But for now, I want to go ahead and I want to pull up the interview so that you guys can hear what's being said, because keep in mind, not only does Tasha deny and address things, okay, as you know, we've already pretty much recapped in a previous video, but you're also going to hear Rocky talk about things. There's been some speculation about whether or not Rocky's real name is Edward Bivens, but if you continue to listen to the video, as I've already told you guys in a previous video, that is him, okay, and he does go on to confirm that it is indeed him, all right? And the brat kind of misunderstood what she was saying, and I believe Tasha also kind of had to clear that up, but this was details that I believe was left out that was like behind the scenes type of thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that, all right? Make sure you guys are liking up the video, all right? We do appreciate you all for being here and all of the support, so let's go ahead and get into it, okay?
What's happening?
Tasha Scott!
I'm here. What's happening?
Tasha, thank you for coming this morning.
For sure. This family, I mean,
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you, and thank you for taking this interview. Unplanned and not the last minute, gracing us with your presence. You are a legend.
All right, so I'm going to try to narrate or whatever throughout this interview because, again, the audio may be a little low. Not sure if you guys can hear it or not, even when I adjusted the audio. So Ricky Smiley is just telling her he was glad to have her there at this moment because it was unplanned and it was at the last minute, according to him.
Let's get into it. Tasha, Brand, Gary, Maria, Ron T.
Okay. What's up, y'all?
What up, what up?
Yeah, everybody in the building. What's up, Brett?
So how does this say out there in the media?
Mm-hmm.
You and your sister Tamika, we want to clear things up. From your perspective, what happened and where did it start?
He says a lot of things have been happening out there in the media, and from your perspective, Tasha, can you please tell us, like, where did it start?
I'm not sure. Once we started to film, everything started to go crazy, Like I tell people, I signed up to be celebrated, all of us, to be honest. 30 years in the game, that's what it should have been. There are so many things that I don't understand about editing and just how everything is kind of transpired. So all I can say is I signed up to sing. I signed up for good stuff, and it ended up not being that. And I just wish I never would have signed up for this, to be honest. And with my sister, she's always going to be my sister. That's my family. We go through highs and lows, and everybody got peaks and valleys. It's just right now we're going through it in the public eye. And I just ask that people would allow us to do that without judgment and allow us to be sisters and figure this out, so.
Now, before we go further, I just want to highlight this. I did crop this first part out so that we could get straight into the interview. But the guy that's sitting next to her, first of all, It's two different guys, okay? The one that you see in the black, that's her husband, Rocky, okay? Rocky is typically at these interviews with her, and he's sitting in the back somewhere, okay? So that's her husband, all right, to the left of her. To the right of her is another guy that I do believe works for the radio station, right? Well, when he pulled out his phone to sit it up there to record and film all of this, Tasha kind of gave him a look, kind of roll her eyes a little bit, but then, you know, kind of tried to have a slight smile. So it's just interesting to see now that she's trying to talk directly into the camera. Although you really didn't want him to film that, at least that's how I was looking. But now that it's filming, I guess this is your way of you being able to talk directly to the fans and wanting them to kind of like allow you and your sister to get to where y'all need to be. I said in another video, girl, this ain't really got nothing to do with us. It's more so to do with y'all, okay? Y'all was already having issues well before the show came into the picture and the fans. Well, I can't say the show came into the picture, but y'all were already having issues well into the show dropping. Okay, so it ain't got nothing to do with us, girl. You changed your number before the show dropped. That's on y'all. Okay, but let's keep going.
You do not. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And your husband Rocky. So my thing is, did y'all take the money? And I know you said in a report that, you know, to get your sister back, you would give her back the money. And $30,000 is not that much money, especially when you and Rocky. So my thing is, did y'all take the money?
No, I never said give some.
Now, first of all, this is Gary with the T asking the question. And again, I'm doing this for the people that cannot hear, okay? Because the volume on their end where Ricky Smiley and them are is very low, okay? But Gary with the T is now saying, hey, we followed the show with SWV and Xscape, and, you know, there was some back and forth between you and your sister where the conversation of $30,000 came up, okay? And it was alleged that you had stolen some money, you and your husband. And one, we want to know if you did it. And then number two, you also went over to another interview, another show, where you said that you would give your sister the $30,000 back. So this right here is what Tasha is trying to address, okay? This is the question.
Back. I said I wanted my sister back. And I said if it takes $30,000 to bring us back, then I would. That's what I said. But no, it's. No, I never said give something back. I said I wanted my sister back. And I said if it takes $30,000 to bring us back, then I would. That's what I said. But no, it's a very delicate situation. And no, we didn't steal anything from her. No, we did not. That's a good question.
So they're asking why she's saying that, why she's saying that. Now, in the video previously, I had to pull it up to see whether Tasha actually said that, and she did. She said it very quickly. She was like, you know, I just want my sister back, but if it's about the money, you know, I'll give you that, or whatever the case is. But still, the fact that you're saying you will give her that if it's about $30,000, no matter how you slice it, it is coming off as though you took that. Because if you're denying it, it's like, why would I ever give you $30K, or why would I ever give you anything if I know I never took it? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never take that, so why would I even say I'll get it to you if it's gonna bring us back closer? See, it's just the contradictory that comes along with the story. You know, now you want your sister back now that the heat is on that. You know, now that the heat is hot. Okay, now that the fire is really burning, now you want your sister back. But just a few months ago, you had her blocked. Just a few weeks ago, you had her blocked. Right, when they started doing interviews and stuff, and then now that you see how it's about to affect your upcoming album or whatever, now you want to sit up here and be like, you just want your sister back. Girl, it's not adding up, and I'm afraid that you might have already kind of lost the people. I might tap in and press play and listen, because one of the songs you did in the studio was cute. I'm not even gonna hold you, you know, but I feel like you might have lost a lot of people, so we shall see.
The video where she actually had the accountant on, and the lady showing the receipts.
There was an accountant on.
This is where Ricky Smiley is asking. He's saying, well, you know, she had an accountant on the show, and this was my problem with Ricky. Love you down, okay? But Ricky, baby, did you not watch the video? He probably hasn't. He's probably been super busy, okay? But there was no accountant, okay? It was Tiny's mama, and you'll hear the Brad clear that up.
That was looked to be the mom.
Oh, okay. No, she's not an accountant.
Yeah, that's looked to be the mom.
That's yeah. No, she's not an accountant.
That all the chicks, to you and your husband.
You could tell this
That's not
interview
true.
was rushed, unplanned. rushed and unplanned.
So one thing that Tamika's mama said was that she alleged that you and Rocky changed the address to your apartment in New York versus her house in Hampton.
First of all, my sister didn't live in New York, and no, all of us would stand with my mother, but no, that didn't happen.
Now, this is what a brat is saying. She's not referring to who the she is. She's just saying that she says also that she didn't know who Edward Bivens was. Now, Tasha is thinking that she's talking about Tamika. So listen to her response. Her response is based on her assuming that Tamika doesn't know who her husband is. But it's just interesting because some people were trying to say in the comments that that's not his name. Girl, that's that man's name. Okay, that is that man. That's that man's name. His name is Edward Bivens. Okay, also known as Rocky. And if you pay close attention, you'll kind of hear Tasha kind of allude to that by saying like, "Come on now, Edward Bivens." Like she know who it is. Like if she's saying that she doesn't know or she didn't know who Edward Bivens is, then that's a lie. But come on, she know who he is. And then the brat's like, well, girl, I don't know. I mean, I don't know this man. I don't know about Rocky.
Okay, well, everybody knows it's not true.
Everybody know what's going on.
That's Edward Bivens. Come on now.
I don't know his name.
Okay.
I know his name.
Well, she does. She knows him.
Let me just interject and say what I've been saying the whole time.
Okay.
When Kandi, Tasha, and Tiny came on Dish Nation, I've been around y'all since I was
So
kids.
the brat is now about to go into her explaining what she's witnessed, okay, and what she's known about the ladies.
Is no matter what you did or said when we was little, your sister would definitely take your side, whether you was right or wrong.
And vice versa.
That's how sisters do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was so that made it like 2 against 2.
Mm.
And it made it, because to me, you always seem like the person everybody had to listen to. I guess you were the oldest. But Kandi always seemed to be the one that was hurt and slighted because they had to take your side of some of what you said.
You said Kandi was hurt and slighted?
Yeah, slighted because everybody took your side.
On what?
So what the brat is telling her is she's getting a little flustered by this. She's just letting her know that you are often the leader of the group. And a lot of times people would just take your side because of your stance within the group. And, you know, Tamika being your sister. So when you got the 2 sisters against you, everybody is likely to just go along, right? And that person that she's talking about that just goes along is Tiny. We see how Tiny operates on the show. Very less, okay, very little does she offer much of her opinion. For real, she just kind of like falls to the back and let the other ladies say whatever they're gonna say. So I feel like that's how she operates when it comes to making decisions. Like, I don't really care, it's whatever, okay? So I'm just gonna, you know, if that's what y'all want to do, cool. The 2 sisters, I don't want no conflict, so let's just go ahead and do it, right? So it would often leave Kandi out there to hang, to dry, kind of like with the headlining, co-headlining situation, knowing that they may be in agreement with Kandi. They just go ahead and rock off with Tasha because they don't want no issues with Tasha, and she's the leader of the group. This is where the brat is also letting her know, like, hey, Kandi would often feel slighted, and she also would feel hurt based on, you know, everybody siding with you and your stance in the group.
On what? Right, but on what? In what instance can you?
So
can you
she's
say
asking
that
her now,
about?
tell me. So the brat finna tell her.
On tour and stuff like years ago, just and Kandi would just always seem like she would be sad. Just I don't know, different instances. Like, you know, we was on tour for a long time. We did a lot of stuff together back then.
Yeah.
We was kids.
I don't remember her being sad though.
Really?
No.
No, I think I seen her be sad a lot. Kind of like down.
The brat say,
And
I
you're
seen
are
her
you
be sad a lot.
saying that that's because of me, Brett?
Ooh,
I'm saying because they took your side most of the time.
because they took your side most of the time.
So even if you wasn't right or if you was wrong, your sister would always take your side. You was like the leader of the group back then.
She was the leader of the
Not
group.
like the leader back then.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, that's my sister, and most times when you have a sibling, that's the bond that you have. It's not so much as, you know, trying to bully anybody. It's just that's how we were brought up. That's the bond. As far as me being the leader, I've always been that person who, you know, when it comes down to it, musical, you know, making sure everybody was on their notes and stuff like that. So when you're speaking, I don't know, you know, what instance you're speaking about, but
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what I did witness about her.
So the brat said this is what she's
I'm
witnessed.
sorry to hear that. I'm sorry she was sad.
I think she said that. I've actually rewatched the other show. What's the other one y'all did before this one? And I think
The TV show before this one.
How could you not see when she was sad? She was sad
So what the brat is doing is pretty much calling Tasha out. Like you acting like you don't recall or you don't remember her being sad, but y'all did a TV show prior to this one. And when y'all did that TV show prior to this one, she was telling you, how could you not see how you were making her feel? So yikes. The brat is calling her to the carpet.
Like she felt attacked all the time or something like that.
Okay, well, no, I don't remember that. I remember her saying that she felt like we didn't have a bun, she and I.
Right.
But not that she was sad all the time. This is my first time hearing that.
I can't say much because it is illegal right now.
Now, this is a jump cut, to the next portion where things were kind of happening behind the scenes, it appears. I'm not sure if this happened on air, but it definitely seemed like it's something that happened behind the scenes because they didn't play this part. But it ended up going into commercial break. That's why I chopped that. And then we got into this part. And this is where Rocky ends up having his say and discussing things, with the brat.
No, not legal for her. I'm saying, we dealing with it, from a legal standpoint.
He
So
keeps
the
saying they
less I
dealing
say,
with stuff from
the
a
better.
legal standpoint.
The other day,
He said the same
I'm gonna
thing
say
about
this.
the mistress.
I
Now he's about to go in and he's about to address Tasha K because he feels a way about that video, about that call being leaked. Okay, and in all honesty, if Tasha recorded the call, now how it works with the call being leaked, I'm not sure. But when it comes to a call being recorded, I know here in the state of Georgia, you don't have to tell the other person that you're recording them as long as you are an active party on that call. You need consent from one person. And if you are the one person, you can, go ahead and record them. So she recorded that call. I don't know if she's still in Georgia or not, but if so, she's covered under that. But as far as leaking the call, that's the part that, I'm not sure. I got to look into that more. Okay, y'all lawyers can hop in the comments and let us know. But let's get into what Rocky has to say about this matter.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, I'm going to say this. The other day I got a phone call because I want to address this. I got a phone call from Tasha K.
Not you got a phone call. Was she returning your call after you called her? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. Or did you call her? It's much you got a phone call. I guess, y'all. Let's press play.
Right? Didn't know I was being recorded. Just talking. She trying to get an interview. And all of a sudden, the whole world is replaying something I said
Not the whole
illegally,
world is replaying, but we are
because
discussing.
I didn't know I was being recorded. And she called because of this female that is saying a bunch of stuff that I've been told to be quiet about until it plays out in court.
And for the record, this is why we're glad you guys came on, because we got this platform right here.
Right.
And there's multiple versions of stories that get out there. Mm-hmm. So this is an opportunity for you guys to share your side of the story.
But can y'all understand that when it's 7 people on this reality show, and since day one, I have been attacked on every level. The minute I said I wanted to do music, gospel music, I have been attacked. You've never.
But see, we have to stop you there, Tasha. I feel like you're trying to make this seem like it's more so about gospel music and that you've been attacked. And I feel like you're going to try to tie this into the devil in some type of capacity. But I want you to also understand that this is your experience of you being attacked because of what the fans are saying. But also understand that you're not the only person that people have come after, okay? It's giving woe is me. It's me there, everybody's coming for me, type thing, feel sorry for me type thing. And my thing is, everybody is getting it on that show. You're getting it in a different way. All right. Kandi Burruss literally just got drugged because she was over there talking about wanting to headline for y'all, wanting y'all to get more money and headline the show. Okay. So she was drugged for that. All right. Lily feeling the need to even respond to anything like that. She got drugged on social media. Akbar came out of nowhere and drugged her on top of what the fans were already saying, okay? Same thing with Coco and with Taj. Coco just did an interview where and that's one of your close friends, so I'm sure that you would know, but Coco just did an interview talking about how more personal things are coming out about them and stuff. So it's not just you that is getting it. Everybody's getting it. Now, if there is one person on this show that I feel is not getting it, in my personal opinion, that would be Miss Tiny. Because Tiny definitely likes to fly under the radar, like fall back type of, I don't want none of that, girl. I already been in the public eye on that type of, I don't need no more attention on me, girl. Y'all not finna drag me down type energy, like, girl, oh no ma'am. Like, that's the what it gives when it comes to Tiny. Okay, so if anybody's being not dragged, like I said, I'm going to blame Tiny for that. Tiny even came to the front and put out a tweet. And let me see if I have exactly what she said in that tweet. So Tiny says this, child, I know y'all ain't worried about my video now that official basically Tamika Scott done dropped her receipts. We are, ma'am. Knock, knock. Who's there? You, with your little ma'am, you, okay? We're waiting on your voice because everybody else is speaking loud and getting drugged the hell out of, and you ain't saying nothing. Girl, you ain't saying nothing in defense of Kandi. You ain't saying nothing in defense of Tamika. And I understand if you do want to stay out of that sister type beef because you and Tasha don't really have that bad of a relationship. So I understand that. But girl, what was your voice for Xscape? Where was your voice to back up Kandi? I guess your voice was only in the studio and in rehearsals and on the stage, okay? Because you weren't going to put your voice nowhere else. I'm saying, I know y'all ain't worried about my video, girl. You over here being messy when you do that, Miss Tiny. Okay, girl. I mean, we like you anyway, but I'm just saying. But yeah, back to you, Miss Tasha. You know, I do hate this for you, you know, but I'm sorry. I'm inclined to believe exactly what your sister is saying because the receipts were receding and things were actually lining up. For me, I can only speak for myself. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. Cause it just how y'all is, all right? If it's a bop, if the song is a bop, I'ma listen. I'm gonna check it out, okay? I'm gonna see what it's giving. If y'all don't want to support, that's on y'all. If I don't like it, I ain't listening to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple for me. All right. So, I mean, I hate that you're going through all of this, girl, but I hate that Tamika went through all of this and still is. Let's be very clear about that. But let's not make this a situation where it's just you going through things as though the other 7 people, or shall I say 6 people on the show, are not going through things either. Okay. And really, I should say 5 because honestly, Miss Tiny, what have you been? Let's see, it's 4 y'all. So that's 7. Yeah, I would say, yeah, take Tiny out of it. Like, girl, Tiny ain't really been going through too much of Nathaniel, but let's go ahead and press play.
Anything about nothing about me. I've been 7 people on this reality show, and since day one, I have been attacked on every level. The minute I said I wanted to do music, gospel music, I have been attacked. You've never heard anything about nothing about me. I've been a wife, a mother. I've done my job. I'm in this industry. So now it's coming where the television comes on and everybody's for TV.
Oh, I'm the bully too. I'm a bully. I control
I'm
my
just
wife.
saying, I don't have a brain. I've been doing this before I got with him.
And
Girl, stop the madness, okay? Like, we put to stop that today. He want to hop up, so I'm a bully. I'm a bully. I control my wife. Well, sir, we can only go off of what you've shown to the people in that clip, okay? She's listening very closely, okay? And then next thing you know, what do we see? The producer is saying to you, what are you saying to her? He says, I'm telling her what she needs to say. And you're telling her what she needs to say as it pertains to her sister or whatever. But my thing is, you be the one that be getting in the middle of stuff. At least that's how it seems. And based on what Tamika is saying, that's how it seems. You know, so we not for to sit up here and play all of that. Because all of your little antics, girl, it is seeming a bit bullyish to me. But let's keep going.
Brad, you know me. I know you quiet over there now, but you know me.
Ooh,
I mean, I'm saying you know me. You know.
We got history.
Yeah, we got history. You know. Right. You know you know I ain't the guy to be running around here doing no rah rah. I would think you would know that. You ain't never seen me on no rah rah. No, I'm acknowledging you on here. I'm saying, Brad, you know me, so you know what I'm saying. You ever heard me do some BS out here in the streets?
Ooh, Brad said, I don't know about you like that. I don't know about your personal life. I don't even know you on some business.
No, I ain't talking about that because I ain't got no mission. No, I wasn't saying. I'm saying, what up, Brad? You know me. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I ain't talking about that because I ain't got no mission. No, I wasn't saying.
You sit over here talking about something. Do she know you, sir? Do you know me, Brad? You know me, Brad. Brad, you know me. You know what's going on. Brad, like, girl, what the hell is you talking about? Like, I know you on the business level, not no personal. I don't know nothing about no mistress. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. And then Rocky's over here trying to change the narrative, saying, no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, you know me. Like, I feel like he's trying to bait her into attesting to his character from what she knows, which is actually on a business level. Okay, when you started opening up the conversation, sir, you opened up the conversation to speak on your personal because you referred to the call with Tasha K. That was all about personal. That really ain't have shit to do with business. Now you're trying to bait the brat into agreeing with, oh yeah, you a good person, you a cool man, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. You handle your business. No, if it's a business question, ask her a business question. Then you sit up there and say, "Oh, you know me to be out here on this rah rah rah." I'm so glad the brat said, "I don't know you, baby. I don't know you. What I do know, okay." What I do know is you on a business level because I don't know you on no personal level. And I feel like even with that, she don't know him on the business level for real, for real. I feel like it's giving, I know you in business in passing. But as far as direct business, I feel like she ain't really have no direct business with him for real, for real. But you know, let's keep going, child.
Saying, what up, Rat? You know me. I'm your partner. You know, like I was saying, yeah. I wasn't saying it like that. I'm just saying, like, oh no, I didn't say you said nothing. Hey, Brad, what's up? She trying to, what's up? She shot town too, right?
That's what I thought you.
See, he don't like what she had to say. So now when she pushing back, he trying to be like, oh, why you trying to get all aggressive? No, it ain't none of that, sir. Like, what's up? Like, okay, you trying to be about like you want to fight. Like that's the energy he's coming with. But at the same time, you tried to bait that lady. You tried to get her to agree to something that she don't know shit about. Let's be clear. What's going on? Don't play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what he's saying because that's your husband, but I didn't understand what he was saying because he said I know him. Like I had said something.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Brad. Brad's like, you know him, that's your husband, but he's coming at me like I know him, like I said something or whatever. Like, what?
I didn't even hear that type of girth in his voice.
Girl, shut the fuck. I didn't even hear that kind of girth in his voice.
Well,
I don't know how you could. I don't know how you couldn't. He had enough girth. He didn't need a whole lot to say, Brad, you know me. I be out here on that rah-rah. What? I know you what? What you mean? What you mean I know you? What you mean I know you? Okay? I don't think Brad was really responding even to his tone for real. I think she was responding to the fact that he's trying to get her to vouch for him. Like, no, you how? I don't know you. You feel what that's like me saying, what up, Brad? You know me, Brad? Like, girl, I don't know you, bitch. I seen you on YouTube a few times, but bitch, I do not know you like that, girl. Like, do not come over here with that shit. Do not. Okay? That's what it's giving.
well, it wasn't. I did not. I mean, how many times have I dressed differently from my group? Come on, y'all.
Tasha, do you kind of feel like somebody?
I do. I definitely have felt bullied. I have. This whole show is about me. You can't even talk about the other girls. And if I was them, I'd be upset because not once have they shown anything really about their lives. It's all been.
Girl, then you ain't been watching the show if you feel that way, ma'am. I'm sorry. But, excuse me, you know, when you're going through it, sometimes it is hard for you to see everything else around you because you're so focused on how you're going through it. But if you think for a chance they're not letting us know what's happening with Taj in her life and letting us know the fact that she had to go and work at a coffee shop, if you think they're not letting us know about Lily's life and how she was homeless and had to live in her car at one point and she's working on a book, Sister Hot Pussy. Seriously, if you think that we ain't been posting their I haven't, but if you think people haven't been posting their lives when they've been on there talking about the show and they've been getting thousands of views, are you crazy? They are talking about the other ladies. Did you not see Lily and them trending? Did you not see Kandi doing a speak on it? And the only reason you did one yourself was because you watched Candiace and felt the need to respond to it. Are you okay, ma'am? I'm sorry. Like, it's just it's just not clicking. Like some of the audacity, for me. Now, I do understand, you know, you going through it, and maybe that's why you're not adhering to what's going on with other folks, but no, ma'am. Okay? No, ma'am. Everybody's getting it, except for Tiny.
Educated on what people have said about me. I just want to sing. And I don't understand how I'm under attack. Every time I turn around, it's something. So people are accusing me of things that I don't know nothing about.
But just what I want you to do for me, clear up the mind situation because when I look at my phone, I see like that's
yes.
what I'm talking about.
Hold on. Let me go.
Things that I don't know nothing about.
But just
Yes.
talking about fairness that we just always say.
Yeah.
Because you live in Atlanta, people just let
Yes.
lie or whatever, but clear up, like precisely clear up the issue within $30,000 check.
I can't clear.
So Ricky is asking her to, he's like, can you just clear up the issue with the checks, like precisely the $30,000? Because basically what it sounds like to me is Ricky is hearing what she's saying, but it's hard to believe what you're saying when your sister drops such receipts and shows a check that's not her signature, and also with Edward Bivens' last name, first and last name signed on the check, okay? At least that's how it looks. That's why he wants her to be able to clear it up specifically, because right now, the way these receipts line up, it's going against you. And all you're saying is, no, I didn't steal, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. But it seems like on the surface, he's not believing her and wanting her to like tell him more, like, because that's not enough.
Nothing I don't know nothing about, Ricky. I can't clear up nothing I don't know nothing about.
So that was,
I know what I didn't do. I didn't take nobody money.
Why is Tamika showing all these receipts and showing? I think it came out yesterday.
So now the Brad is
What
like,
did
why
you-
is Tamika showing all these receipts?
Where my name? But I'm saying, but where my name at, Brett?
It's on there. If you go to YouTube, the last
It's not on there. It's not on there. It's not on there, Brad. And again, it just, I don't know. Maybe the interview was so impromptu, but it's not on there. Tamika's name was on there, and we definitely questioned the handwriting, okay? Because the handwriting was different. The signatures looked the same. I must say, signatures did look the same, but the handwriting on two different forms were different. The way that they made their A's, their I's, things like that. So it did look a little different. The only person that we not necessarily hearing from, I hate to say it, is the mama, because it looks like the address that was on file was linked to the mom's house. Now, granted, all of y'all stayed at the house at that time, but according to Tiny's mom, and to Tamika, she did live in New York. So even if that was for a month that she was in New York, maybe her plan was to be there for longer and she was only there for 3 weeks, a month, whatever the case was. So how is it, like, I'm having a hard time believing that. Because people move out the state all the time and still have mail going to their parents' house. So I'm just like, just because Tamika had mail coming to their house, if that was the case, doesn't mean that she didn't live out the state. But Tasha's saying that she never lived out the state. But if I'm inclined to believe Tamika. Why would Tiny's mom get on there and blatantly and fluently say that this lady was living in New York at the time and set up her address for New York, only for it to be changed because she never got her check? Child.
Something yesterday.
Okay.
It was your name and I think your husband's name on some sound scan something where she says this was the last time she was gonna talk about it.
First of all, Brad, you supposed to be in music. How you don't know about sound exchange and you talking about sound scan? Y'all about to have me hollering up in here. Hollering. And I ain't trying to critique y'all, but I am just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I do understand it was unplanned. But girl, Ricky, come on now. Get it together. Call me. I'll feed the info for a small fee. Call me.
What's the sound exchange? Yeah, sound exchange, something like that. Where this the last time she gonna talk about it, but she gonna show receipts. This did happen to her. She's not lying, and she, and then Tamika's mama was explaining what she told her to do. And Tamika got her checks, and the other checks came to y'all. And Edward Bivens or Edwin Bivens or whoever that is,
Edward.
and that's Rocky's real name.
Boom. Did y'all hear that?
That's my name.
Got the checks.
That's my name.
Boom. So all this conversation y'all put in the guy, this not his name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Girl, that's his name. Okay? He just told y'all. Edward. Edward is what he said. He said this his name. Okay? So get out my comment scroll. Scoop it just a little bit. Okay? I know what I saw. I know the tattoo I saw on that lady back. I know what I saw, girl. All right? I knew what Tasha was saying in the very beginning of the episode. Okay?
But I'm saying, what does that got to do with us?
Or the interview.
No, she didn't.
Tasha didn't say
I
that
said
was her
everybody.
name. Tasha didn't say that was her name. Y'all just interpreted that inaccurately.
No, I said everybody know that, and you just said, Brett, I didn't know that. So no, I didn't say what you said.
No, I said I didn't know that was his name, but you said that ain't his name.
No,
I
she
never
was saying
said
that
that.
they knew that was my name.
I said they knew, and you said
When I said I did,
Yeah, no, that is my name. And Brad, y'all, let me say this. Ricky, Brad, Gary, everybody about
Tasha pissed. Do y'all see this? Tasha is pissed. I have to go back a few minutes. Tasha's pissed.
didn't know that was his name, but you said that ain't his name.
No,
I
she was
never
saying
said
that
that.
they knew that was my name.
I said they knew, and you said
When I said I did,
Yeah, no, that is my name. And Brad, y'all, let me say this. Ricky, Brad, Gary,
Tasha
everybody
is
about
pissed.
this situation. Yeah, it is a family situation, but if we say something or what it is, then it opens up another thing of what it really is. So I think that me personally, I'm gonna stay quiet because I'm being accused so that it don't go further. I think it should be dealt with within the family because I can say something.
it's true, but everybody keep talking.
Yeah, but
nobody won't talk to me.
Yeah, but
that's the
That's because you changed your number. Let's be smooth about it, okay? You changed your number. That's why ain't nobody talking to you. People reached out. And if they not talking to you now, I have to be honest. Like, this is real. Like, I'm just being honest. I probably won't call you either. Because my thing is this. When you had the opportunity to talk to me, you wasn't trying to talk to me. But now that you see some things are affecting you on your own accord based on some of your own behavior, okay, not all, but some. Now you want to reach out? And now I want you to have that energy you had a few months ago when you wasn't talking to me. Like, that's why I understand where she's coming from. Y'all will talk. The time is definitely going to come for the sisters to have the conversation and for them to hopefully get back to one place. But in this moment, it's not it, girl. It's not. And then he over here talking about something. It's a family thing. Well, it was a family thing, and it was a family thing before you hopped on that call with Tasha. Okay, trying to sit over there and make allegations, drop tea and stuff, and defame people's character. Do you feel what I'm saying? Especially what you said about Todd. Child, and Tamika, baby, you a great one. Because ain't no way somebody finna hack in my mother phone, think they finna have my photos and stuff and turn around, think they finna blackmail me and think that I'm finna sit up here and be on some team family. Girl, fuck the family. Who said that? I feel like that was a Tyler Perry play. Girl, fuck the family. Family, fuck my husband. Like, girl, what is you talking about? Like, no, ma'am. The buck stops here. Y'all have taken too much from me. Too much from me. And I don't give a damn, okay? And he ain't family, baby. You married into the family, but you is not blood. Let's be clear.
thing. Like,
But then Tasha, I saw a video with you, and then Candy say something,
Yeah.
and she say something,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Right.
but-
then back and forth.
right, and that's why I've
You-
reached out.
You contributed to the back and forth.
They're trying to defend. Everybody's trying to defend themselves, but I've reached out. I just wish that my sister will talk to me. How does everybody know? How is it just coming out? How is it because the cameras are out? I'm just finding out something like this that she says happened years and years and years and years ago when she was pregnant with my 10-year-old niece. So now when the television comes on, this is something. How would you feel if somebody all of a sudden just brought something up that you knew nothing about, and now you got the world asking questions? I don't know nothing about no money, no $30,000. I don't know nothing about that. So instead, talk to me. I'm your sister.
I feel like if you don't know anything about that, I truly believe Tamika could have likely. One, I feel like you probably was privy. I'm not going to lie. My first thought is you was privy to it. You just acting like you don't know. But let's say that you don't, because you're saying you don't, okay? You're being a bit convincing here that you don't or didn't know about it. I also see Tamika likely going to her dad and going to her mama, having a conversation. And because your mama is so team Tasha, right? She could have possibly convinced her to not bring it up and to not go further with anything, okay? Just let it go. And based on her not wanting to be outcasted, based on your family using religion against y'all and stuff, is the reasons as to why she decided to not move forward but continue with the mistreatment of her within the family dynamic. So I definitely, for me, can see that being one of the reasons why Miss Girl ain't never come to the front if she didn't tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? And then I could also see her definitely not saying, hey, you know, your husband did this or that. Because look at how her mama or y'all mama approached her saying, you hurt Tasha. You really hurt Tasha. Girl, you talked about her husband. So clearly the mama thinks that the husband is the apple of your eye. And probably thought that would rip you up, so let's not even, share that. Now, granted, I don't know if this is how it happened, but this is how I can see it possibly going, okay?
At the end of the day.
So out of all this that's been going on in the media, all this he say, she say,
Never.
You two have never talked.
Never talked about it.
They never discussed it.
Never discussed it. When the television came on is when I found. When y'all watched this, when I found out. So you holding on to something that I know nothing about, and you trying to tell me that I knew? No.
Yeah, because the best way to resolve, you got to get everybody in the room together.
That's all I'm saying. But why you not talking to me? So was it for a script?
She not talking. No, it was not for no damn storyline. It wasn't for no storyline because y'all wasn't even supposed to be around that long for it to be for a storyline. But she not talking to you again because you changed your number and now you so conveniently have the space to want to hit her up. But in addition, if it wasn't you, then who? Girl, it's only 2 other people left, and it's only one person whose name is on that check, baby. And that's just very clear. And you being upset that all of this came out, I feel like if he did have anything to do with it, that's who you need to direct your anger at, and less at your sister because it came out to the public. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think, girl.
Was this for TV? Who was they, Brad? Who? Tell me. Brad, let me just say this. No, Brad. When I had my number, nobody was using it.
Come on, Brad.
And then it was the same time. Nobody was using it. I get it. You know, everybody, you got your people that you like. You know what I mean? I get it. But at the end of the day, please.
But see, this is the thing. Yeah, I think she has a point. A lot of people have their people that they like, so they're automatically going to be biased, okay? My thing for me is it's not that I don't like Tasha. You know what I'm saying? I like Tasha. I like all Xscape. As I've said for myself, I love Xscape, right? But if you don't make sense and the stories is not storying and it's not lining up, we have to call those things to the front as what it is. That's just all that it is, and it's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and this is what I am afraid of for you. If, allegedly, you know, your husband really did do this, it has, like, you're out here being drugged based off of something your husband did, if that is indeed fact, according to Tamika. Okay, according to the checks that were signed. If that did happen, you out here looking a stone cold fool for this man sitting to the left of you. And not even just on the family front, but on the wife front as well, because of the alleged mistress that came out with very clear details. So, I mean, I hate that for you. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to get him up off your back a little bit, girl. Like, I don't know, like, I ain't telling you to divorce or nothing like that, but I slick am. Like, girl, it's just a nine. And granted, we don't know all the ins and outs of y'all relationships, but we have heard him on the call say that he hasn't always been faithful. Like, you know, that's clear. Then you got this mistress coming out. What reason? Like, Miss Girl gave so much information that it's like, I have no reason to not believe this lady. Then you got this situation with your sister. Like, it's just like, girl, I hope this is the year of awakening for you to no longer be a fool for nobody.
Listen to all sides. You know, I get it. Y'all said I was a very dominant person. I'm dominant because I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do.
And we believe
so
that.
When it comes down to the group, if we're not celebrated with the things that we've done, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of, you was not, Brad, you was.
But Tasha, though, you over here wanting to talk about the group and y'all being celebrated and doing all of this stuff, but when we see you on the screen, you don't be interested. It's been plenty of times you can't even say somebody's trying to tailor the video or edit the video in a certain way. When we've heard out your mouth, I ain't even really been thinking too much about this. I don't know what I'm going to do with the group. You know, I've always wanted to be solo and it feels good. So it's like, girl, you ain't really fucking with them for real. You just want to have access to them just in case this solo career don't go as well as you want it to go. And right now, I don't know how it's looking for you. Now, granted, if it's genuinely that you want to be a part of the group because you helped bring the group together, then I understand that. I respect that because that's what you've always known for the most part, right? But you don't be acting like that's what you want. You want to be solo. So now, you know, now you got what you want, girl.
People that you like, you know what I mean? I get it. But at the end of the day, please listen to all sides. You know, I get it. Y'all said I was a very.
But that's the thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep pausing. So I'm gonna be real clear. Okay, I'm gonna keep pausing as I've been doing this long video. But let me go back just a second, real quick.
No, Brad. When I had my number, nobody was using it. And then it was the same time. Nobody was using it. I get it. You know, everybody, you got your people that you like. You know what I mean? I get it. But at the end of the day, please listen to all sides. You know, I get it. Y'all said I was a very dominant person.
We're listening to all. We that's how we got here, girl. We've been hearing all the damn sides. Like,
And I'm dominant because I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. So when it comes down to the group, if we're not celebrated with the things that we've done, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of, you was not, Brad, you was loving on me. Brad, you was loving on me back in the day. Brad, you was loving on me. Brad, I loved you. Stop it. Me and you was so cool. Brad. Wait a minute, hold on one second. Brad, come on, let's keep it 100.
She sticked her head through the so death door, and they was looking at her like, who the fuck is this BIT?
Me and you was the tightest. That's okay. Well, let's go back. Me and you was tight. Me, you, and Nicole, we was the ones kicking it. So how you gonna say when you peeped your head, I was the one who embraced you the most? Yes.
Hold on. You
might. Yeah, you. Okay.
Not Brett saying she was scared of Tasha the most, and when she came down from Chicago and looked ahead in the studio when they was in there singing, they gave her an ugly face. Now I'm gonna have to say this, Brett, now in defense of Xscape and Tasha, girl, they probably was like, who the fuck is this trying to interrupt our session because we been in here for hours and we're trying to wrap this shit up. Like, who the hell is this on the other side peeking in? Okay, so that's probably where it came from. But Tasha does have a very strong demeanor, you know, a very strong aura about her. So according to the brand, she said she was scared of her the most. But I feel like that's just how Tasha had to carry herself. And also being the bigger girl of the group, she probably got the worst feedback and probably was bullied herself or whatever the case is. So she had to walk around with this tougher exterior. You know what I'm saying? So people know not to play her, don't try her on that level. You know, not to outrule the other actions, girl, because I'm sure that came with a lot of jealousy, girl, and stuff when it came to Miss Kandi leading the songs, especially after you founded the group. Girl, let's keep going.
You was scared of me, Brett, and you loved on me the most. I was with your mama and everything. Come on, man. Come on, Brett. I mean, you know, I got you.
Yeah.
I got it. I appreciate it.
Did you cash the check?
What?
Hey, Rick, I'm laughing. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Hey, listen. No, I didn't cash the check.
So Ricky just asked him if he cashed the checks, and Rocky is saying no, he didn't.
And I'm gonna stick to my mother-in-law's wishes to keep it in the family. Not, you know, she asked me to
keep the family together and not do this.
It's so much I want to say.
Keep it in the family so she could protect her image with the church. Hurry up.
I swear they telling me to shut up. Yes. But I'm gonna respect my mother-in-law because that woman don't deserve this.
No.
And if I say something, it's gonna be bad.
You right. It is gonna be bad.
I did not cash the check.
It's gonna be bad.
That I'm gonna leave it right there.
Tasha is pissed.
I need to see you, Brett.
I thought Brett was pregnant.
I thought Brett was pregnant. What you need to see her for?
She going through all this. Baby gonna look like me.
I'm just saying. I thought she was pregnant.
I'm hollering.
No.
Now you got to be careful how you say stuff, Tasha, because then the people gonna be like, you trying to beef with Brett. You trying to fight this pregnant lady. So you got to be careful how you do stuff, okay?
Okay, all right, Tasha, we're gonna come out and talk about your song. Here we go.
That's messed up.
All right, y'all, we got the one and only Tasha Scott in with us. Tasha, tell us about you got two gospel songs that's playing right now. Tell us about your gospel song. You're about to play Redneck.
It's called Afraid. This song right here kind of speaks to my heart. There's times when I felt like I couldn't trust nobody, you know, just a vulnerable space, and I just went to God and I told him, I'm afraid. If you hold my hand and you stay with me, I'll be all right. So that's what this song entails. Yeah.
But here it is, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Tasha Scott.
Yes, sir.
Wow, y'all. Wow. So we just pretty much heard everything. All right. I hope that you guys were able to hear it clearly and without issue. I know some of y'all probably going to be feeling the way that I was talking through it, girl, but I had to talk through it for the people that could not hear or understand what was going on, because I don't think the audio was that loud. I know even on my end, I had to cut it up some just so I can make sure that I hear some of the things that were being said so that I could relay it. But, you know, this is a really sad situation. And I think, Rocky, if you're going to, girl, let me just go over there, sir. Come here, Tasha. Come here, have a seat. If you're going to take interviews, I hate to say it, I don't hate to say it, okay? If you're going to take interviews, you need to make sure they get to your gospel first and get to your album first. There was one interview that you did that did it right. They got to the business and the real reason as to why you were there. We can get into the fluff later, okay? Let's get into the business first. We'll get into the fluff, and then let's get back into the business. Like, you need to likely go in and tell them how to structure your interview, because now you're going to your interviews to defend yourself versus going through to your interviews promoting your album. Like, we spent 16 or so minutes talking about the drama of the show, right? And going in circles about stuff that you've already denied, okay? Only for them to give you literally, I think it could have been like 10 seconds, no more than 15, of you talking about your gospel album and saying, oh, it's called Afraid, or the gospel song is called Afraid, this, that, and the other, and then they go into playing your song, and that's it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. As much as we wanted this, you know what I'm saying, and it's something for us to talk about and for us to put out there and for us to have conversations about, because you guys are definitely a big topic at this time. Bigger than us, girl, if you want to fix things with your sister and that's what you say, and you don't want to have to keep addressing this, you need to be more strategic with how you answer, I guess, questions